Hi, welcome to Gentle Yoga with Jan. I'm Jan, and today I thought it would be fun to take you along to my Senior Center Yoga class. This is a chair class. It's an hour class where we exercise, move our body, do a lot of breath work with the assistance of a chair. Anyone, this is their first time doing yoga? Beautiful. But you know what? In my class, it's everyone's first time. Every class. Even in those of you who have been practicing with me for 20 years, right, Judy? Crazy, huh? So this is good stuff, and we're going to keep doing it. But, so those of you who it is your first class, which is all of you, we're going to listen to our body, because a lot of the times we have expectations. We think, I should be able to do this, right? Or even the breathing might be challenging. So we're going to just explore everything we do. And if it feels good, we're going to continue doing it. If it doesn't feel good, it causes pain, what do? We stop. Because that doesn't serve us. We're going to leave maybe even injured. We're going to feel tired, fatigued. So you do what's good for you, because last time we came to class, it might have been different, okay? I have to modify. I've been doing yoga a long time. There's things that I have to do a little differently, and in my heart, really wants to do it another way, but my body, this is my body. So we all have different things going on, and that's what's most important. If we even just came here and we just did very, very moderate movement, we even just came to class and just sat with everyone, you would benefit, okay? If you have questions about anything, please feel free to speak up. I want you to raise your hand and say, Jan, I'm feeling it in my knee, or I'm feeling it in my hip. What can I do differently? There's different ways to modify, okay? So the most important thing is that you're breathing, and your breathing is fluid, and it's not choppy or labored. That's your indicator that you're doing maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, we're going to get your heart rate up a little bit in some of these things, but if it doesn't feel good to you, pull back, okay? So on that note, are you guys all set up in the back? You're good? Okay. So now, at the beginning of our class, I'm going to have you close your eyes. Yeah, it's not Shavasana, we're not taking our rest yet. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to allow ourselves to detach from a lot of the stimulus around us, the things we just came from, the things we need to do when we leave. So in this moment of stillness and quiet, I want you just to come into your body. Notice. Start to sense and feel your body. Start to maybe be aware of all the chatter that's going on in your head. Interesting, huh? When we close our eyes. So to help you just to come into this place and be present a little bit more, I want you to bring your awareness to your hands. Can you feel your hands? Wiggle your fingers, your thumbs. Bring your awareness to your thumbs. Yeah, move them a little bit. Bring your awareness now to your feet. Wiggle your toes. Can you feel the floor underneath you? Now let's come inward a little bit and sense your breath. Go ahead and just take a breath in and out. What did that feel like? Start to notice the breath in, what it feels like. Be soft. And breathe out. And what does that feel like? Can you take the edge off of the tightness of that breath, if there is any, and make it softer? Allowing you to take in more air, bringing it lower into your belly. Your eyes still closed. Take your hands on your belly. And see if you can feel, when you breathe in, the belly Rise a little bit. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. It's not a gripping breath in. I want you just to soften your belly. Let the breath flow in softly. Let it flow out softly. I want you to bring your awareness now to your face, muscles around your eyes, and your mouth. Is there tension there? Just awareness. Relax your hands back into your lap and go ahead and open your eyes. So are we here? Are we in this room together? Are you on your chair? We're present. This is where the key is, okay? Let's wake up our body a little bit. Some of you I know have already come and done your Zumba class, right? So wake up your feet first. Drop your feet. Let's inhale, take our arms out to the side, a nice wide reach. Wiggle your fingers. Exhale here. Another breath in, continue reaching up. And exhale, let it float down. One flowing, complete breath. Inhale. And exhale. This time I want you, as you reach up, push your feet down into the floor. Pull your belly slightly in. So if your feet are not touching, scoot forward or use your block. So we're grounded, right? So as you inhale now, I want you to push your feet into the floor. So we're really activating the core, and we're going to get a better stretch. Ready? Push your feet into the floor. Inhale. Reach up. Reach with those fingers. Whole body reaching, even though we're sitting. Exhale. Are your legs active? Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Palms together this time, and exhale. Bring your hands down to your heart. Very good. We're just going to start moving through our body, warming up the joints, warming up our muscles, and you're taking care of what feels what you need, okay? So with our wrists, just circling other direction. Shake them out, shake your fingers out. Bring them up over your head, in front of you, out to the side, back behind. Good. Let's just circle our shoulders a few times. Rolling back. And now roll forward. And ending, rolling back. Open your arms out really wide. Pull your hands back as far as you can. And then bring them together. Open up again. Inhale. And back together. Good. Let's go into our side body. Side stretches are always really good. And you'll notice, so awareness of what we're doing and what we feel once we do it is really important. So I have you check in a lot of the times. So taking your right hand out to the side. Inhale, reach up. Holding onto your chair, just let your body expand, your right side expand. Relax your shoulders. Notice if there's tension in your neck. Wiggle your fingers. Open and close your hand a few times. If it's comfortable for your neck, look down and look up and look down and look up. Now a nice breath in to bring you back up. And exhaling, let the arm drop. Notice the difference between the right and left side. Do you feel a difference? Okay, inhale, reaching up, exhaling over, exploring what's going on in your body. Open, close with your hands, looking down and looking up. A nice breath in brings you back up, and exhale, releasing. Good. Shoulders up tight, tense your shoulders, and then drop them. Pull them up tight and drop, and just bounce them around. Moving around. Let's go upside down, so take your feet. We're going to do a seated forward bend. Those of you who know you can't bring your head lower than your heart, just stay up higher. We always want to be supporting on something. Even if you're folding all the way over, I don't want you just dangling in space. I want you to hold on to your legs or a block or something so you can get that full extension in your back. Ready? Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding forward. Hands start on the legs, maybe to the elbows. Slide the hands down your legs if you want to go further. Let your head completely drop. So we're looking between the legs of the chair. Our head is completely down. I want you to nod your head yes and no. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. A nice letting your body expand just a little bit more. One more breath in. Exhaling. Circulation's coming to our face, to our sinuses, our nose, our eyes. Getting ready to come back up. Slowly start to breathe in, hands on the legs. Head coming up last, and inhale again. Reach. And exhaling, release down. Anyone feel dizzy when they did that? Yeah? That's pretty normal, okay? So we're going to do it one more time, maybe not go down as low, and that, when your body gets acclimated to that, it will feel normal, and you won't maybe do that, okay? Inhale again. Exhaling, fold completely into that. You know how far you can go. Let the head drop. Another breath in through the nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Very good. Let's roll back up. Inhale. Use hands on legs if you need to. And exhaling the hands back down. All right. That feel better that time? Still dizzy? Still dizzy? Okay. So that's an indicator. Just go down, not go as far down. It's probably been a while since you've been upside down, maybe. Right? Yeah. That's most of us, right? That's right. Okay. Walk out your feet. Bring them back together. Let's just kick out our feet. Foot is flexed, so we're pressing with the heel of our foot. And just do a few knee lifts. It's going to warm up our muscles in our legs. It's been a while since we've done our cardio, right? We'll have to do that next week. And kick. And release. Good. Just feet hip distance is fine. Let's go ahead and start moving and working the mid-body a little bit. So a little bit more. We're going to do some twists and some cat and cow poses from a seated position. I'm going to turn sideways so you can kind of see what my back and my pelvis is doing in this position. So you want to be on the front of the chair. Again, make sure your feet are grounded. Feet can be a little bit further apart if you want to. On the inhalation, I want you to roll to the front of the sitting bones and arch your back. And look up. Point your chin up towards the sky. And feel the stretch in your throat. Inhale. On the exhalation, we're going to roll to the back of the sitting bones. Scoop it out like we have a big ball in front, and we're hanging from our knees. So hold on to your knees and pull back. So we're not just leaning forward. I want you to lean back so that you're on the back of your sitting bones. Yeah, and you have your knees to hold you. So, right, big scoop. Chin to chest. Next breath in. Roll forward on your sitting bones, arch your back, look up. So now the ball is in back of me, right? You can feel the ball, big ball pressing into your back. On the exhalation, rolling back, scoop it out. So the pelvis is shifting, not the arms necessarily. You should feel the squeezing in your belly. Inhale, roll forward, arch your back. And exhale. This is cat pose right here. Arching your back, chin to the chest. We'll do two more. Breathe in. Roll forward on your sitting bones. Arch your back. And exhale. Rolling back. Really good for all the organs in our mid-body. Compressing and releasing, bringing oxygen there. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Back to just a neutral position, relax. Now we're going to twist, working the mid-body in the same way. We're going to contract and release all these organs here. Really good for blood flow. Spine tall, inhale. On the exhalation, go ahead and turn to your right. We're going to pause there. And we're on the next breath, we're going to straighten our body again. And on the exhalation, we're going to twist even more. Not with leverage from our hands, but from within. So you should feel those abdominals working pretty good right here. Squeeze. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Another breath in. And exhaling, come back to center. I want you to pause and notice the sensation you're feeling in your body. What are you feeling here? Do you feel like you've done a sit-up? Or do you just feel, nice and... Hopefully you felt like you just did a sit-up. Those are the muscles we want to activate, okay? So it's a nice tight squeeze. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, turning to your left now. Pausing with another breath. And exhale, squeezing more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Look back if you want to. Another breath in. And exhale, release it back to center. Pause and notice what you're feeling in your mid-body. Feel it? One more time. Breathe in. Not like, just fluid breath in and then release. Over to the other side, squeeze. Inhale, come back to center. We're doing a little bit quicker here. Inhale, exhale, go right into that tight squeeze. Inhale, and release it. Exhaling. How do you feel? Feel good? You can feel that worked, right? Let's go down to the floor and our feet. Bring your right knee in towards your chest and just support your knee here. And I want you to relax your shoulders so you're not tensing. So a lot of this is just awareness. So some of you were doing that and you probably didn't even know it, right? Okay, checking in. Circle your ankle. Other direction. Pointing and flexing. Pointing and flexing. Pointing and flexing. Good. Let that foot come down. Other side. Circle. And other direction. Point and flex. And point and flex. Point and flex. Bring that foot down to the floor. Walk them out. Stretch the top of the foot. And I know some of you have issues with your feet. So this might not be doable for you, or it might not feel great. Others of us, the rest of us, it's a good stretch for the top of the foot. So if you can, tuck that toe underneath on your mat and push the heel forward. So push down into the floor so you're getting a stretch on the top of the foot. And if you want to, you can move the heel a little side to side to get a little bit different sensation in your foot. You feel that? It's a good stretch. Other side. Tuck the toes, push the heel forward, side to side. Good. Bring that foot to the floor. Let's go into the hip. We don't want to forget our hips. Usually the movement's just forward and back when we walk, right? So we're going to let that hip open up side to side and even do some hip circles, creating some circulation and also some lubrication in our hip. Bring your knee in towards your chest, right knee. Take the knee out to the side and bring it in. If it's not doable to have the knee up like this, you can slide it just on the floor. Let's do it a few more times. Take it full range of motion if you can. And now we're going to make us some circles, a couple in each direction, just assisting that knee in some movement. Very good. Hold on to the knee with your left hand. Bring your spine tall. Take your right hand and let's open it up. Adding a little twist here. Look back behind you. And take the hand up over your head and bring it forward. Very good. Let's do the other side. Knee in towards the chest. Make sure you're not tensing shoulders. Belly pulling slightly in and up. And take your leg out to the side and in and out. And one hip, one side of your body might respond differently. So just take note of that. Change directions. Knee back up in towards your chest. Hold it with your right hand. Spine tall, shoulders dropped. Inhale, open it up. Look back behind you if it's comfortable. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, dropping it forward. Very good. Drop it down. Reach the hands back. Hold on to the sides of your chair. We're going to roll our shoulders back and lean forward. So we're actually, if we were to let go of that chair, we would fall forward. So I want you to pull so you're creating some traction in your neck and in your back. Deep breath. Exhale, open mouth, exhalation. One more time. Breathe in. And exhale. Very good. So release, come back up to center, hands in your lap. We're going to work the hands and the fingers and the wrists just a little bit more. So let's take our hands out forward, pushing with the heels of the hand and dropping the shoulders down. If you need to bend your arms, you can do that. Okay? Otherwise, we're pushing. Point the fingers down now. Pull the fingers back. Point the fingers down and pull them back. Side to side. Circle them, other direction. Bring the back of your hands together, make a fist, and we're going to just Pull them away from each other. Spread with a fist. Pull them away. Can you feel that stretch? And release it. Good. Right hand forward, pressing with the heel down. We're going to make that stretch a little more intense by pulling the fingers back if you want to. Make sure that a lot of us will tense up here, so we really have to be conscious of that and aware. Point the fingers down now a little bit more, assist with the top of the hand pushing towards you. Palm up. Take the fingers now and pull them back. So everyone's doing different stuff to our hands, so just do it. Feels good, okay? Release the pointer finger only, and we're going to move it back and forth. Flossing the nerve in our forearm. Can you feel that? Kind of feels kind of weird. Release only the middle finger now. While you're pulling all the other fingers back, move your middle finger. Continue to breathe. And then hold your pointer finger and your middle finger and move the other two. Your ring and your baby finger together. Very good. Now we're going to take the thumb and pull it back as far as you feel like you want to. It should feel pretty good. Good stretch in your thumb. Shake it out. All right, let's do the other side. Left hand forward, pull the fingers back, add a little bit more. Fingers down, add a little more if you want. Palm up, fingers pulling back, releasing the pointer finger only. Middle finger, and ring and baby finger. While you're pulling the other two, take the thumb and pull it back. Whoop. All right, shake it out. Arms feel good, hands feel good, awake and alive, feet feel pretty good, right? All right, let's do a few stand and sits. So we're going to work our legs here and our core. We want to keep being able to get up out of our chair as long as possible, correct? And some of you, it's easier than others. So like I've shown you before, I'm going to turn sideways kind of so you can see. Even if I don't bring my body off my chair, I'm going to still work. I'll show you how you can still work those muscles, okay? So even though I'm not going to come up all the way, I'm going to push my feet into the floor and act as if I'm going to stand up. So as if I act if I'm going to stand up, everything in all the muscles in my leg and some even in my core muscles fire up. Can you feel it? So everyone try to do that. Push like you're going to stand up, but you're not, and then release. Push, and then release. If you were to do 10 of these, or a series of these, you would feel it. Are you already feeling it? Who's not? We feeling it? So don't be afraid if you can't do the full stand and sits, do this. You're going to benefit just as much as the other people, okay? Or what's good for you. Got it? So hopefully we'll see some of you sitting and doing it this way. If not, everyone's good. If you find it's too easy and you want to add up, you want to give it some more juice, cross your arms, and that's going to cause some more core work. But that, remember, get out of your ego. Just because you're doing more doesn't mean it's better all the time, okay? So let's do 8 today, shall we? All right. So either you're sitting or you're coming all the way up, you're crossing or you're not. Ready? Breathe in, push, come on up. 1. It's easier if you lean forward and then push up. Good. Breathe. 3, 4. You guys can count with me, that'll help you breathe. 5, 6, cross your hands the other way if you're crossing, just brain. 7, 1 more, and we're going to stay standing. 8, shake it out, walk out your feet. If you're not standing, you can go ahead and come up and stand now. Come behind your chair. Let's stretch out our back, shall we? This is always a good stretch. It always feels good. Holding onto your chair, your countertop, whatever it is, and just walk back. Keep your arms straight and bend your knees. Look at your feet. Feet are hip distance and the feet are parallel. Bend your knees. Push your hips back. Let your head drop between your arms so the arms are straight but the legs are bent. Breathe. Come up out of it just a little bit, and then we're going to go back in, bending the knees, pulling the hips back. Very good. So this is your modified down dog pose here. Go ahead and come out of the pose, walk back towards your chair, shake out your arms. Good. Kick out your feet. Did everyone get a strap? So I had the bucket back there. I hope everyone has a strap. So grab your strap. We're going to use it for just a minute here. All right. So take your strap. Hopefully it's a long one. If it's looped together, open it up. So we're going to open it up and let it drop behind our arm, our head, and just let it be long. But we're going to clasp and hold on to the end so that you can pull it tight. Okay, has everyone got that? So this is different than what we've done for a while. So yeah, this right here is going to help with bone strength, oddly enough. Okay, so just relax for a minute. So when we work our muscles and we pull on the bones, that actually strengthens. Okay, we're going to do some other things for our arms and our bones today, but this is, and you'll feel it after a second, after holding it. But so we're going to tense up the arms and in this position to create some pull on the bones. Okay, so you'll feel it. So I want you just to open it up so you can hold on to it, and I want you to pull like you're trying to stretch out the strap, but relax the shoulders. Oh, we got it? So I want you just to push, 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 pull, pull, pull with that strap. Breathe. Try to bring the top of the hand down so it's not pulled up like that, as if you can, right? Can you see the difference? Try to do that. Pull it apart, and then release it. Okay, now, so just let the strap be around your neck for a minute. Now we're going to try it without the strap, but we're going to imagine that sensation, because it's kind of hard to hold that strap, isn't it? So now, but I want you to get into that same sensation, so arms come up relaxed first. Now we're going to push like the fingers out, push. Pull those fingers out away from each other. Keep there. Now are you feeling something? But you're not having to hold on the strap. Do you think you could hold this for 5 minutes? Yeah, looks really easy, doesn't it? Keep pushing with those fingers. If you need to come out, come out. I want you to wiggle your fingers so you're staying with me, and keep pushing. Are you feeling something? Breathe. I want you to hold it until you start to fatigue, and then I want you to come out a little bit. Come out. Okay, release. I had to hold it long enough just so I'm waiting for some of you to get out of your ego and go, okay, yeah, I don't care if I'm the first one to drop. I do that occasionally. You guys know that, right? So, but the most important thing in our yoga practice is to practice authentically, you guys, right? If we're doing something that, oh, I shouldn't be doing that, or it's really, I'm just dying right now, but look, no one else is coming out, I've got to keep doing it. Is that healthy? No, it's not. So a little yoga off the mat talk here. Do we do that in other things in our life? Okay, we do, don't we? Is that serving you? Is that helpful? No. We're going to burn out, we're going to whatever, and then we won't be able to help out and be the person we want to be and do what we want to do because we're burned out. So it's noticing where you're at. Am I balance between effort and ease? And try to always bring that in balance. And it's different for everyone, okay? So we're going to work that just a little bit more. We're going to go in a little bit more, okay? So fingers out. But notice if you're tensing here in the neck, we don't want that. We won't hold it as long. Pull out with your hands. So there's a difference between just taking them up, and you'd eventually feel it that way too, but push out. Push, push. Breathe. Palms up, that'll release it a little bit, right? And just go ahead and bring your hands to your shoulders and let your elbows drop. Good. Shake it out. All right. You can put your strap, well, let's work it just a little bit more here. So take your strap up. We're going to start kind of mid-range here, kind of like at a V. So some of you I know will need to go wider, and some of you I know maybe take your hands closer together. What we're going to do is bend our elbows and bring the strap to at the top of your head. So some of you, you're not feeling a stretch in your arms or even in your chest at all. Some of you might be. Is anyone feeling a stretch? All right. If you're not, bring the strap behind your head. Now are you feeling a stretch? If it's too much, I want you to slide the hands out. Don't try to do this. Slide the hands out. We want the hands to be able to be equal, the arms to be equal, or else you're going to pull something, and we don't want to pull your shoulder muscles. Reach up again. Let it drop down. Reach up. Let it drop either on top of the head or behind the head. Does everyone finding a safe place to stretch? Anyone not feeling anything at all? Anyone? Okay. Because there's some things I could show you if you're not, right? Up and down, and up and down. One more time, up, breathing, keep your core engaged so you're not flinging your back around, and then down. Okay. We doing okay? Did you feel some toning there maybe? Okay, that's good stuff. Yep, that's good stuff. We want that, right? So you can put your strap on your chair, but stay standing. Come back behind your chair, hold on to your chair. Step forward with your right foot and bring your left foot back. So we're in that lunge position. We're going to bend our right knee and make sure your knee is not over your toes. When you bend, it's not going past your toe. We're going to come up onto the ball of the back foot, lifting the heel. Now I want you to go down lower. So we're going to come up and down. The toes, the back toes are facing forward, not out to the side. Some of you might even be feeling a stretch in your hip flexor right here. Anyone doing that, feeling that? Now, if you want to bend that knee, back leg, bend the back leg, and then straighten. Bend it, bringing the knee down, and straighten. Change sides. Left knee bending over, directly over your toes, but above the knee is above the ankle. Right heel is lifted. Inhale, lift the heel higher, and then lower it. Lift it higher and lower. Bring it up and lower. Anyone not feeling a stretch here? Okay. And we're going to go into the stretch, and then we're going to bend the knee. The back leg, bend it forward a little bit, and then straighten. Gets a little bit different place, right? And bend and straighten. One more time, bend and straighten. Good. Hold on to the chair and just come out of that. Bring your feet back together. Under your hips, feet parallel. Reach up, inhale. And exhale, hands back down to your heart. Back to our feet a little bit. It's critical that your feet are parallel when we do this exercise. So if their feet are splayed out and we're trying to come up here, it's going to throw off the hips, and it might feel normal to you, some of you, because you've been walking that way for a long time. But to bring less stress in our knee and our hip, we want the feet to be parallel. So just do little bends. And notice where your knees are bending. Are they bending out to the side? Or they're coming in? Just notice. Okay, we're going to try to keep that in alignment. And some of you, that might be just big right now. It might feel totally odd. And it will balance out, and your hips and your back will Love you for it. Okay, back to the feet. Rolling forward, we're going to lift up our heels. And I want you to notice if you're splaying to the outside or the inside of your toes, try to be in the middle, almost pushing more in the big toe, if that brings you to center. Can you notice? Now we're going to roll straight back to the heels again, lifting the toes. Curl your toes and crunch them, pull them, and then open them up, place them back on the floor, and lift up again. Sometimes this will create Charlie horses in people's feet. So if that does that, just come out of it, okay? Anyone going there right now? Okay, back to the heels, lift the toes, curl the toes, crunch them tight, 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 pull them back, push the feet back to the floor, and then lift the heels. Do you think this is good for your feet? Very good for your feet. Curl your toes, pull your toes back, put your feet back to the floor. We're going to go right into the salutation series. So we're going to flip our chair around. And just help your neighbor. Make sure that, look to your neighbor on the side and make sure that they're getting their chair flipped and that all feet, all 4 points of the chair are on the mat so it does not slide. Really important. So if this variation, I know some of you don't want to use the chair, you can pull the chair away and do your salutations without the chair. That's perfect, but don't feel like you have to. The chair is here to support you. Even if this chair, the standing gets too much, you guys all know about the seated variation. If you don't know about the seated variation, and I see some of you sit, I will show you, okay? Because the cues are the same, but we're doing it a little bit differently. You can still do some great stuff in your chair, as you guys know. So in front of your chair, let's get ready in mountain pose. Feet hip distance, again parallel. Micro bend the knees. Body's upright. No tension in the shoulders, but we're lifting in and up, right? Breathe in, let's reach up over our head and into a forward bend. What do we do with our legs? Bend the knees. Bend from the hips. The back is what is straight and long, and we round over, bringing the forehead to the chair. Maybe not, but let the head drop wherever you're at. Breathe. We're going to take another breath here in this position. Getting ready to step your right foot back. We're going into that lunge again. There's nothing wrong with having your legs further apart. It might seem scary, but it's almost easier on your hip to have some space. More space between your feet. But we don't want the knee going over the toe. Can you see that? Stack your joints, heel, knee. No tension in your shoulders. Looking out over the top of your chair. Are you breathing? Are you holding your breath, waiting for the next cue? Breathe, keep breathing. Left foot's going to come back into that down dog position. We were just there. Feet hip distance, bend the knees, pull the hips back, straighten those arms, as if someone's coming and grabbing your hips and pulling you back. Look at your knees. Are they wider or narrower than your heels and your feet? Get them equal. Another breath. Be patient. Plank position. Shoulders come over our wrist. Good weight-bearing pose here. Exhaling back to down dog. Knees bent, pull the hips back. Right foot stepping forward, placing the ankle under the knee. Shoulders roll back, look out over your chair. This next set will go a little bit quicker, but we're just breathing here, okay? Left foot steps forward, feet hip distance, bending the knees, drop forward in your forward bend. To make our way to standing, very important here. Take your head up first. Keep your legs very bent. Hands on legs, and then push up. Inhaling and exhaling. Any questions about that series? We're going to do a couple more. Good? Breathe in. Hands up over your head. Knees bending, forward bend. Hands come to your chair. Drop your head. Back to your down dog. So don't be afraid to bend the knees. Bend the knees a lot. There you go. And then see, that's what it feels like.
Way
Better?
Yeah.
Way better. Did you hear? She said way better. We all know that. We've all been there, right? Into plank position. Shoulders over our wrist. So you want to make sure you're stacking your joints. Okay? A table. How would a table stand if it was like this? Probably not, wouldn't last very long, would it? Stack your joints. Yep. So I'm going to have you come forward just a little bit more. Yep, perfect. Feel okay? Mm-hmm. Back to down dog again. Knees bending a lot. There you go. Feel good? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Left foot steps forward. So the foot we step back with is the foot you're going to step forward with. Right foot follows. Now you're in your forward bend. Feet are hip distance, right? Head drops down. Now this is the tricky part right here for most of us. We're going to come up, but we're going to let our hips drop. We're going to feel this in our legs. Hands on your legs. Push into your legs. Head comes up first. Stay low with your legs. Come up with your head first.
Okay.
Different?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Good.
Have we all been there? I want you to look around the room. And how many of you had an issue with this first when you started doing this? Everyone. You're not alone. It is, and we have to keep retraining our brain. But how many of you feel better? How many of you, your back feels better because you're doing it this way? Hands high. Yep. Yep, yep. But it's just that dang reprogramming the brain because it wants to do this and not this. And your muscles in your legs are going to be strong. And your back is going to be pain-free, okay? So just you'll get it. Just keep reminding yourself. Okay, so did we just end one? We just ended one. Let's do another set. Inhale, hands up over your head. Exhale, folding, knees bent. Let your head drop. Perfect. Right foot stepping back. Exhaling back into down dog. Both feet back. Knees bent, beautiful. Even more, you can get that extension. Yep. Plank position. Strong arms, strong core. Back to down dog, exhaling, knees bent. Watch those knees, keep them the same width as your feet. Beautiful. Right foot stepping forward. Left follows. Hips drop down, hands on legs. Push into the floor and come on up. Use your hands on your legs. That'll help with your legs at first. That feel better?
Yeah.
Feel okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go into the second side. Inhale, reach. If you're fatiguing, get out of your ego. Rest. Left foot steps back. Right follows. Knees bent. We're going to create some more space in your back. Is that okay? You're good. You feel okay in your shoulders? Mm-hmm. Plank position. Back to down dog. Right foot forward. Left. You guys are so good to keep me on my toes. Right follows. Hips drop. Hands on legs. It's like a squat position. Use your legs. Head comes up first. Yes. And release it. Okay. I think that's good for our salutations today. I know a lot of you could do more. Do you notice that it gets your heart rate going? Especially if you're doing it with breath. That's a good way to get a cardio workout. Okay? 10 salutations. Do these at home. If you don't have a handout, I think I might have a few left. I'll bring some more next week. Okay? So you can get this memorized and something that you can continue to do. Turn your chair around. So we're not going to sit quite yet. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to do one balance pose. Just a simple, quick one. Okay? So we want to keep working on our balance. This is strengthening your feet as well. So bring your weight to stand in mountain pose. Bring your weight into the right foot. Lift your left heel. In and up. Relax your shoulders, core engaged. Hands can be on your chair. They can be at your heart. As you lift that foot off the ground, your left foot, you can keep it tapped down if you need to. Chair's always here. Breathe. Focal point. Holding your breath is not going to help your balance. I'm going to add a little few arm positions just as a suggestion. At a V, relax. I love your smiles, that's good stuff. Yes, love it. Hands back to your heart. Back at a low V. And release it. So we didn't have you very long, but you could start to feel that standing leg fatigue and the foot, right? That's good stuff for our arches of our feet, healthy feet. All right, mountain pose. Breathe. Start to lift the left heel now, or right heel. Bring the weight into left foot, and hand position, doesn't matter. If you need to tap down or hold. Get out of the need to feel tense. This is just light and fun stuff. Okay, breathe. Doing what we can without the stress of it all. Accepting what is. Beautiful, and release. Walk it out, and you can come around now and sit. You know what's coming, right? Shavasana, the best part of our practice. But we're going to take a little bit of time just to kind of slow it down with our breath and just some gentle massage here with our own hands. Pretend like you're putting lotion on your hands and paying attention to your hands. Feeling gratitude for your fingers, for the joints in your hands, for your skin, your wrist, your forearms, and your up into the shoulders. Just taking time on each side, around on your shoulders and neck, and up and down on the arm, around on the shoulder. We kind of skipped our neck today, didn't we, a little bit? So let's right now give it some love. Just hands behind and just squeeze those muscles. Be aware of the tension and see if you can just tell your body just to let it go. Let go of that tension. So awareness is everything. Up to the forehead. Take your thumbs on the temples and just with your fingertips drag and pull the skin of your forehead out to the temples and shake it off. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull those fingers out. Pulling the tension out of our forebrain, just the tension out of our head. One more time. That should feel pretty good. Tap on your sternum right here, your thymus gland, sides of the ribs. Raindrops on your head, all around, above your ear, to our belly, big circles, sides of the legs, around on the knees, outsides of the calves, inner calves coming up, around on the knees, inner thighs, back to our belly, up to our heart. Deep breath. And wide mouth open exhalation. A ha sound, that sigh. Deep breath in. You guys can do better than that. That ha sound is good stuff. Ready? Inhale. There we go. Now we're talking. Did you relax your hands? Did you feel a difference when you were able to just sigh? Sometimes we just need to, when we're in the car, roll up the windows, you're by yourself, just let it rip, okay? It does wonders, okay? That felt good, didn't it? Okay, now it's time for Shavasana, so you can stay in your chair and just be totally relaxed, or you can get on the floor, prop your legs up on your chair if you want to, or you're welcome to go take the cushy seats. I'll give you a moment to do that, and I'll get some music ready for our final relaxation. So if you feel like you're cold, You can put something over your feet, your legs. If you feel like you need to take a few of those other breaths, you can do that. Settle in. Close your eyes. Allow your body to relax now. Allow the thoughts that are going to start bubbling in your head to just come in and out. Notice where your tension is and let it go. Settle in. Surrender to the chair, the floor. Notice if there's tension in your shoulders, your arms. Let it go. Let your back soften. Low back, upper back. Allow the sounds in the room, your thoughts, your tension just to muffle out. No need to pay attention. Stay present. Stay present. Feel your body a little more relaxed. Thoughts coming in, thoughts going out. This is your time. Let go. Just let it go. There you go. start to be aware of what you're feeling as your body is relaxed. Notice if the thoughts and your mind feels different, even your body. Keep your eyes closed. You start to deepen the breath. Start to wiggle fingers and toes. Those on the floor can start making their transition. Keep your eyes closed. Once you're in your seated position, just let your hands rest in your lap for a moment. So those on the floor can transition. Use your arms to help push you up. Roll to the side first and then push your hands up. You can go ahead now and open your eyes. Open your arms, soft reach. Allow your hands to touch above your head. Bring your hands down to your heart. Namaste. Thanks for being here. You are so welcome. Thanks for being here and taking care of yourself. That shows a lot about you. Enjoy the sunshine today, and we'll see you next week. Make sure you're drinking your water.